Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. And continue reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 13. Lord Brahma of Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 13. With Lord Brahma, he's seeing all the Vishnu Murtis, they're being worshipped by all the living entities, moving, non-moving, and he's understanding that this is not some magic or some mystic potency by some yogi, but is Krishna himself, Krishna's expansions. And Krishna has expanded himself as these Vishnu Murtis. And then we also read that the only way to understand Krishna is through devotion. There's no other way that we'll be able to understand Krishna. So the more we hear Srimad Bhagavatam, the more we chant, the more we read Bhagavad Gita, the more we will be able to understand Krishna. Okay, reading on. Evam Sakrit Dadarshaja
Evam Shakrit Dadarsaja
Para Brahma Atmano Khilan
Parabrahma Atmano Khilan
Yasya Bhasa Sarvam Idam
Yasya Bhasa Sarvam Idam
Vibhati Characharam.
Vibhati Sacharacharam.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Thus Lord Brahma saw the Supreme Brahman, by whose energy this entire universe, with its moving and non-moving living beings, is manifested. He also saw at the same time all the calves and boys as the Lord's expansions. I think we did this. No. By this incident, Lord Brahma was able to see how Krishna maintains the entire universe in different ways. It is because Krishna manifests everything that everything is visible. So now Brahma is able to understand. He is able to see how Krishna is maintaining the entire universe. Lord Brahma is seeing that Krishna himself has expanded as the Vishnu Murtis and everybody is worshipping him. Even time personified, Swabhav, all the personification, they're all worshipping him. So now Brahma is able to see how Krishna maintains the entire universe in different ways. We may think, oh, everything is happening automatically. We don't know exactly how it's happening. It's all happening because of Krishna. Tato tikutu kodv tato tikutu kodvritya
Tatoti Kutu Ko Dhrutva
stimit ekadesendriya
Istimete Kadi Snendriya
tad dhamna bhud ajastushnim
Tat Dhamna Abhit Ajastushnim
purdevi antiva putrika.
Purdevi Antiva Putrika.
Then, by the power of the effulgence of those Vishnu Murtis, Lord Brahma, his 11 senses, jolted by astonishment and stunned by transcendental bliss, became silent, just like a child's clay doll in the presence of the village deity. Brahma was stunned because of transcendental bliss. Muyanti Yatsurayaha. In his astonishment, all his senses were stunned, and he was unable to say or do anything. Brahma had considered himself absolute, thinking himself the only powerful deity, but now his pride was subdued, and he again became merely one of the demigods. An important demigod, of course, but a demigod nonetheless. Brahma, therefore, cannot be compared to God, Krishna, or Narayan. It is forbidden to compare Narayan even to demigods like Brahma and Shiva, or to speak of others. So Lord Brahma, he's seeing Krishna's opulence, how Krishna is expanded, how everyone is worshipping him. And now he's become stunned. He's stunned, his 11 senses. So means his mind, the mind is the 11th sense, that's also stunned. He's not able to do anything. But now he's able to understand, okay, I'm not the most powerful. Krishna is the most powerful. That I'm a demigod, yeah, I have certain power, yeah, but most powerful is Krishna. Yastu Narayanam Devam Brahma Rudradi Devate Samatveneva Viksheta Sapasandi Bhavedruvam. One who considers demigods like Brahma and Shiva to be on equal level with Narayan must certainly be considered an offender. We should not equate the demigods with Narayan, for even Shankaracharya has forbidden this. Narayana Parovyaktat. So the scriptures are telling us that Krishna is the Supreme Lord, Narayan is the Supreme Lord, and one cannot say that the demigods are equal to the Lord. That is an offense. And Prabhupada is saying that even Shankaracharya said that Lord Narayan is transcendental. He existed even before the creation. Also, as mentioned in the Vedas, Eko Narayana, Asina Brahman Shana. In the beginning of creation, there was only the Supreme Personality Narayan, and there was no existence of Brahma or Shiva. Therefore, one who at the end of his life remembers Narayan attains the perfection of life. Ante Narayana Smriti. So before the creation, the demigods didn't exist. Lord Brahma did not exist. Lord Shiva did not exist. Only Lord Narayan existed. And then the demigods are created by Lord Narayan, Lord Vishnu. So, and Prabhupada is mentioning what is the perfection of life? In the last sentence.
Remember Narayan
Yeah, remember Narayan.
in the end of your life.
Yeah. Then how will we be able to remember Narayan
Because
at the end of life?
if we practice now, if we
Yeah,
remember him now,
that's
every
right.
time, chant and hear and listen and read,
Yeah,
the
because one
same
may say,
association of the
that,
devotees, right?
that's right, that's right. Because otherwise I may say, oh, well, anyway, I just have to remember Krishna when I'm dying, so why should I bother now? Now I don't need to remember him. Now I can just be busy doing whatever I'm doing. But the mind is such that whatever we are occupying the mind with right now, that's what we are going to think when we are dying. At the moment of death, that's the same thing we are going to think of. So, as you rightly said, we have to practice. We have to practice hearing and chanting. We have to practice remembering Krishna during this life so that at the end of life we'll be able to remember Krishna. And then that is a perfection of life so that we can go back home. No more needing to come to the material world. इतीर्षे तार्क्ये निज महिमनि स्वप्रमितिके.
इति इति ऋसे तारिके निज महिमनि स्वप्रमामितिके
परत राजा तो तन्निरसन मुख ब्रह्मकमितौ.
परात्रा जातो तन्निरसना मुख ब्रह्मकमितौ
अनीशेऽपि द्रष्टुं किम् इदम् इति वा मुह्यति सति.
अनीशेऽपि द्रष्टुं कुम् इदम् इति वा मुहाति शति
चचादाजो ज्ञात्वा सपदि परमो च Javani Kam.
Chachada Chachadajo Jyanitva Sapadi Paramoja Javanikam.
The Supreme Brahman is beyond mental speculation. He is self-manifest, existing in his own bliss, and he is beyond the material energy. He is known by the crest jewels of the Vedas, by refutation of irrelevant knowledge. Thus, in relation to that Supreme Brahman, the personality of Godhead, whose glory had been shown by the manifestation of all the four-armed forms of Vishnu, Lord Brahma, the Lord of Saraswati, was mystified. What is this? He thought. And then he was not even able to see. Lord Krishna, understanding Brahma's position, then at once removed the curtain of his Yoga Maya. Brahma was completely mystified. He could not understand what he was seeing, and then he was not even able to see. Lord Krishna, understanding Brahma's position, then removed that Yoga Maya covering. In this verse, Brahma is referred to as Iresha. Ira means Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and Iresha is her husband, Lord Brahma. So here Sukadev Goswami is referring to Lord Brahma as the husband of Mother Saraswati. Mother Saraswati, she is called Ira, and Brahma is called Iresha because he's her husband, Iresha. So now why is Sukadev Goswami calling him as husband of Goddess Saraswati? But so Brahma, therefore he's most intelligent, right? She's the goddess of learning. So, but even Brahma, the Lord of Saraswati, was bewildered about Krishna. Although he tried, he could not understand Lord Krishna. In the beginning, the voice, the calves, and Krishna himself had been covered by Yogamaya, which later displayed the second set of calves and boys, who were Krishna's expansions, and which then displayed so many four-armed forms. Now, seeing Brahma's bewilderment, Lord Krishna caused the disappearance of that Yogamaya. One may think that the Maya taken away by Lord Krishna was Mahamaya, but Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur comments that it was Yogamaya, the potency by which Krishna is sometimes manifest and sometimes not manifest. So one may think Krishna is taking away Mahamaya, but not Mahamaya, Yogamaya. All this pastime was happening under the Yogamaya potency. All Krishna's pastimes are divyam. They are all happening under Yogamaya potency. Krishna, Balaram, I'm sorry, Brahma ji, he's completely confused. क्या हो रहा है ये? किधर है? Where are the calves and the boys? They are not there. Suddenly now I'm seeing only Lord Vishnu everywhere. And then now I can't even see. So he was completely bewildered. So Krishna said, all right, enough now. So he removed this Yogamaya potency. So the potency which covers actual reality and displays something unreal is Mahamaya, but the potency by which the absolute truth is sometimes manifest and sometimes not is Yogamaya. Therefore, in this verse, the word Aja refers to Yogamaya. So Mahamaya ka kaam, we can see what it is, to cover reality and to give us some illusion. It covers reality. What is the truth? Mahamaya covers that and instead gives us some reflection, some illusion, and we think that is the truth. Is that okay till now, what we read?
Yeah, so Mahamaya covers the reality and gives us the illusion, and Yogmaya is the reality, right?
Yogamaya uncovers the reality.
Uncovers, no, uncovers the reality. Okay.
Yeah. Reality is Krishna, right? He's the
Hmm.
absolute truth.
Yeah.
Mm. And Yogamaya, she helps us see the absolute truth. She helps us be in the absolute truth. like
Okay.
in the reality. In Golok Vrindavan is only Yogamaya.
Okay.
Krishna's energy is Maya Shakti or Swarup Shakti is one, but it is manifested in varieties. Parasya Shaktir Vividheva Shruyate. Shritashvatara Upanishad 6.8. So Krishna's energy is one, but the like how we just said, Mahamaya covers the truth. Yogamaya helps us see the truth. So his energies are manifested in different ways. Just like some months ago, it was very cold, very hot. So we were switching on the AC. And then now it's so cold, so we are switching on the heater. But the electricity is the same. The machine is the same. You know, it's just how it's being utilized. So Krishna's energy is one, but is manifested in variety, unlimited, unlimited. So the difference between Vaishnavas and Mayavadis is that Mayavadis say that this Maya is one, whereas Vaishnavas recognize its varieties. There is unity in variety. For example, in one tree there are varieties of leaves, fruits, and flowers. Varieties of energy are required for performing the varieties of activity within the creation. So, thinking that there is only this Mahamaya, that is not correct. Yogamaya is the principal energy, and then she expands as Mahamaya. Prabhupada is explaining that there is a tree, so the tree has different manifestations of the energy. There is fruits there, there's leaves there, there is flowers there, right? But it's all in the same tree. So varieties of energy are required for performing the varieties of activity within the creation. Material activity is done under jurisdiction, hmm?
Material energy.
Material energy. That's right. And spiritual activity,
The spiritual energy.
that's
The Yogamaya.
Yogamaya. Yeah. To give another example, in a machine, all the parts may be iron. The machine includes varied activities. Although the whole machine is iron, one part works in one way and other parts work in other ways. One who does not know how the machine is working may say that it is all iron. Nonetheless, in spite of its being iron, the machine has different elements, all working differently to accomplish the purpose for which, for which the machine was made. So Prabhupada is further explaining, we see a machine of iron and there are different parts all made of iron. So someone may say it's all iron. Yeah, it's all iron, but there are different parts which are moving in a particular way to run the machine. One wheel runs this way, another wheel runs that way, functioning naturally in such a way that the work of the machine goes on. Consequently, we give different names to the different parts of the machine, saying this is a wheel, this is a screw, this is a spindle, this is the lubrication, and so on. Similarly, as explained in the Vedas, Parasya Shaktir Vividheva Shruyate Swabhavaki Jnana Balakriya Cha. Krishna's power is variegated, and thus the same Shakti or potency works in variegated ways. Uh, So Krishna's energy, from Krishna's point of view, his energy is one. Our point of view, she works differently. She helps us either to cover Krishna or bring us closer to Krishna. Vividha means varieties. There's unity in variety. Thus Yogamaya and Mahamaya are among the varied individual parts of the same one potency. And all of these individual potencies work in their own varied ways. The Samvit Sandhini and Aladini potencies. Krishna's potency for existence, his potency for knowledge, and his potency for pleasure are distinct from Yogamaya. Each is an individual potency. So Samvit, Sandhini, and Hladini potency. Here, the material world is run under the control of this, right? Goodness, passion, and ignorance. It is run by goodness, passion, and ignorance. The spiritual world is run by these energies. That is, these spiritual energies are there in this spiritual world. Samvit, Sandhini, Hladini. Samvit, existence, potency of existence. Sandhini, knowledge. Hladini, pleasure. Each is an individual potency, and Prabhupada is saying this is distinct from Yoga Maya. The Hladini potency is Radharani. As Swarup Damodar Goswami has explained, Radha Krishna Pranaya Vikritir, Hladini Shakti Rasma, Caitaniya Caritamita Adi 1.5. The Ahladini Shakti is manifested as Radharani, but Krishna and Radharani are the same, although one is potent and the other is potency. So the personification of the pleasure-giving potency, of the potency which gives pleasure to Krishna, personification is Srimati Radharani. So she is his own energy. And because she is his energy, they are the same. Radha Krishna, same. Sun, sunlight, same. Sunlight is the energy of sun. But one is the energy, one is from where the energy is coming. So Samvit, Sandhini, and Hladini. Samvit, existence, Sandhini, knowledge, and Hladini, pleasure-giving potency. And they are distinct from Yoga Maya. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a long purport.
Let me
Any
just.
comments? Wanted to add
This is a
something?
very long purport.
Okay.
Still very long, yeah.
Still very long.
Yeah.
Anyone wanted to add anything? Questions? Comments?
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Saraswati Mata is how come wife of Brahmaji? Because Brahmaji is the creator of universe, right?
Yes.
So somehow Saraswati Mataji is his daughter? No?
Well, she's referred to as wife.
Okay.
Yeah,
Eh,
always. Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, and Saraswati, Lakshmi, and Parvati, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Mm.
His wife. There's a pastime in that. One time Lord Brahma, he had to do one yajna. And then yajna means husband, wife have to do together. So then they were waiting for Saraswati to come. But she was taking long to get ready. Sometimes we ladies want to get ready, we take longer. So she was taking long to get ready, and then the Murat for the yajna was finishing. So then, what does Brahma do? Somehow they finish the yajna before she comes. And then she
okay.
gets so upset, And then she said, how could you do that? And I tell you, you're going to be not worshipped
Yeah.
in many places. So it's very few places Lord Brahma's temples are there. In Pushkar, the temple is there.
Yeah, only one, I think, Pushkar.
Yeah. So because she was very
She
upset.
cursed. Yeah, she curses, kind of.
Okay, okay.
Okay. All right then. Let's stop here.
Yeah.
Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna. Thank you all for listening.